This week on BuzzFeed Unsolved, we talk about the mysterious murder of Oedipa Maas and her possible connections with the Trastero, a mystery in which many people have not talked about for decades. And to this day, we will discuss what could have happened to Oedipa Maas that late night or day at Mount Diablo. We start off in the summer of 1966, where a married couple by the names of Julius Frank and Amy Frank go on a stroll near Mount Diablo and come upon the body of a woman with bruises all over her face, and to their description, a horrible scene that shocked them both for life. Oh god! See, the funny thing about this, Bob, is that I'm pretty sure they were going on a date, and then all of a sudden they'd be like, oh my god, how romantic, look at the view, and then all of a sudden you see a dead body. Ah! I will be terrified. Soon after, when they contacted the authorities, Officer John Hankin, who was first to arrive at the scene, saw the woman and noticed a symbol that will haunt the case for years to come. What the officer found was later described as a muted horn symbol located on her right wrist, and as well pockets filled with stamps that contained the exact same symbol. Later on, people were questioning themselves if there were any correlation between the two, but no conclusive answer was found. In an investigation by the San Francisco Police Department, they did an autopsy, and what they found startled them. The woman seemed to have no tongue and seemed to die of malnutrition and thirst. And, as well, it was said that she was last seen in Lot 49, San Francisco, California, and this was known because of a suspect, Genghis Cohen, in which was traced back all the way to Oedipa as the last person to see her before her death. But because of his death 2 years later, nothing could have been found on why Oedipa Maas went to the auction and for what reason. Although Genghis Cohen did die 2 days later, documents were found by the San Francisco Police Department that found out what exactly was sold on Lot 49 and why possibilities on why Oedipa Maas could have gone to the auction. It was found out that they were sending Pierce and variety stamps, and those are the exact same stamps that could have possibly been Oedipa Maas's when she died. But for what reason and why they contain the symbol on her wrist and on the stamps is something that baffles detectives today. But no new information was found, and the case was closed. I swear the police didn't give a fuck back then, man. Bob, remember the case of last time with the guy and the decapitation? Like, Jesus, police don't give a crap back then. Man, you could get away with anything back then. Nowadays, you can't even get away with a parking ticket. God damn. But anyways, let's go down to the theories, and back to when Pearson variety stamps were auctioned. Theorists believed that these stamps that were being sold at Lot 49 was something that the Trastero wanted. But who exactly is the Trastero? Well, it was described as an old organization that came to the United States from 1848 to 1850 to implement their own beliefs on the post-reform movement that happened at the US at the time. Not only that, but theories found out that the symbol the Trastero had was the exact same symbol that they found out on Oedipa's arm and in the stamps. So you're telling me that Trastero could have been the reason why she died? Okay, that's how you know this thing is hardcore. I'm not messing with the Trastero. Nope. Stick with my UPS. We're done with that. Right, Bob? This exact symbol is something that theorists believe to signify Oedipa's silence with her death and disappearance of her tongue, due to the fact that just like the symbol of the Trastero, it was silenced and muted. This in-depth correlation that the Trastero had between the stamps and Oedipa was something that the theorists believe that the real reason why Oedipa was murdered was to quiet her down and not let anyone know about their existence in the world. I feel like they're playing peekaboo with us right now, Bob. Like, oh, we're over here. Psych, we're over there. It's not a very good feeling. They only tell us that they're there, but we don't know where. Oh gosh. This is where it brings us to our second theory, and our last one. In the conspiratorial community, it has been said that aliens could have been a possibility for Oedipa's murder. Bob, aliens. The first theory gave the most abundant of evidence, and now you're giving me a theory that literally has no groundwork of sorts. Like, I can't even explain myself right now. Just no, Bob. Although everything leads to say that Oedipa was killed by the Trastero, we may not know why and for what reason they left the stamster with her, and thus leaving this case open and, for the moment, unsolved. You know who I think they did, Bob? The aliens. I mean, the amount of evidence you gave me was incredible. I mean, the symbol. They made us think it was a Trastero. Oh, jeez. It was the aliens all along. I'm sticking. It's the aliens. That was bottom, the aliens. I'm sticking with it, Bob. That's your fault now.